Step into the X, can you feel me? $1,000,000 dreams, a place you gotta stay to the X and feel the light. Step into the X and change your whole side. A born leader, shake from the trials of hell.
What's going on, everybody? It's Chris, Crypto Secret X Place. We talk about crypto, and today we're doing our regular scheduled 7 a.m. crypto update. And of course, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got a lot of things I want to actually bring up to you, and also just got a few things I want to address. Just kind of go one-on-one and just talk to you, because I like what I'm seeing with Ted on Sui. We're starting to see a lot of things move. Again, Ted is also on Solana. And what we're basically seeing is Ted begin to expand. Not only Ted begin to expand, we're also seeing the reach of just from this blockchain to the next blockchain. So we're seeing a reach. We're seeing an expansion. And so there's a few things I want to jump over and show you. So let's go ahead and get that up here real quick. Let's see. Let me go ahead and jump over real fast. I want to welcome those who are here from the X Spaces. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. And also it helps the algorithm. So now, what's going on with Ted? So let's pop over here and see what is going on with Ted. And then we're going to talk about what's going on with the crypto market altogether. Okay, let's see. Let me pull up CoinMarketCap here and get that going. CoinMarketCap. And then once we get CoinMarketCap going, we'll get everything else rolling here too. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Got the market cap. So what is going on with the market cap? What is going on in the crypto world today? So let's talk about that a little bit before we get into it. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Share that screen. Boom. Okay, so as we see Bitcoin approaching that $72,000 mark, a lot of people have talked about with Bitcoin will be reaching 100,000, and now you're seeing it set at 262. Of course, Ethereum hasn't reached its all-time high. It's still sitting at 2675. We scroll down, and of course, we see Solana is at 176. USD is down 96%. Of course, XRP 52%. Scroll down, Cardano 35 cents. One of the things with Cardano, I'm wondering if Cardano is going to be able to make that comeback, and probably, like most of these coins, they do with the market. But what I'm also looking at is what's really running with Bitcoin, like what's going up with Bitcoin and what's going down with Bitcoin's going up. And I'm trying to correlate and see if there's any kind of little pattern there. Just checking that out. Of course, Polkadot sitting at 4. Sui. Some people pronounce it Sui, but Sui is at $2.05, up 0.52 in the last 7 days, 0.61%. So Sui is back up to $2. If you bought it at $1.88, you got a really good deal. But I just see this particular blockchain, because of what they're doing, being able to expand and, not be a Solana killer, but being one because of the low gas fees, the ability to be able to buy on it rather quickly, to be able to use your Google credentials to log on, as being, one of those blockchains that will eventually begin to spread more. Also innovating with the Web3. That's one. Litecoin is down 71. Aptos Aptos and Sui, which are both on that Move Pump blockchain. Aptos is at $9.82. Of course, the only thing with Aptos is a lot of people are talking about just their unlock period. They have an unlock period that will be coming, and some people were just concerned about that. Pepe down 4.53, and of course, that favorite ICP Internet Protocol is sitting at $8. That was one that really ran high in the last bull run. Many people are not sure how high that will go. So Casper, I do own a lot of Casper. Casper sitting at 10 cent, down 19.33%, and of course Render. I think Render is a great buy here at $5.01. I've seen Render at $3, but here's the thing with Render: they are involved in technology. You look at a graphics card and things like that. And with so much AI coming out, I think Render is one of those coins that will be able to, bounce back. But right now it is at 1.95% down. Dog with Hat, $2.57. The Miraculous meme coin, they hit the $2 mark, Dog with Hat. And of course, Polygon, Matic, 33 cents. Wow. Down 7.82%. So that's what's going on in the market. But of course, Bitcoin is at 72, up 8.73, and it's slowly but surely it's approaching that. Well, as we all talked about it, probably months and months ago, reaching that $100,000 mark. So you see where the market is in greed. And that is because Bitcoin is up a little bit higher. And so that's what we're seeing right there. And so as we get into the market, remember, FOMO comes. I know a lot of times we get the FOMO because, we don't want to miss out. But, DCA, never invest what you can afford. Always invest what you can afford to lose. Never go out and just dump your whole life savings in something. DCA, dollar cost average, add a little bit in there and watch your money grow. And just so you won't panic in hard times, but you'll be happy in the good times. All right. So now we talked about what's going on in today's crypto. Now let's jump over to Move Pump. Let's jump over to Move Pump. And we'll look at Move Pump. Let's go to the listings and see what's on the top board. Of course, Ted is on the top board. Hey, we shot up yesterday. We shot up to about $45,000. Let's go ahead and look at it. And then I'm going to address some things. I'm going to come back on the camera. I'm going to address some things that people had questions about. But virtual liquidity sitting at 61,200. Market cap is at 35,945. And so here's the thing: we had a great pump. Then again, you had a few sales here. Let's go. We can get that chart here so you can see how it looks. So sometimes you look at it like that, you're like, oh my God. But of course, it's only been out a while. As you see, we've had the move up, a little bit of sell off, and then we've had that it's bounced. Now let's look at the sales and see what is the trade history on this. Of course, you had the buys. You had one person sold 11 Sui. Let's see, what is the next one? Let's see here, boy, 261. So the old FX 5 days ago. So that 261. Then we had the regular buys here in 4. So as you see, what is our goal with Ted on Sui? It is to become the #1 meme coin on the blockchain. It is a blockchain that is, and the launchpad is new, but there are so many things that add benefit to this, to where you have that opportunity. Again, and I want to explain something to you. I hope this chart comes up. I had some trouble yesterday pulling up the pump chart, and I wanted to walk you through it because we went to the pump chart and then we went to the current chart, and I wanted to explain to you some things. Now, great. So now we look at the pump chart. I want to walk you through some things so you get a more clarity of what's going on and how we have the ability to move the chart, and not only move the chart, make TED one of the top meme coins on the Sweep blockchain. Number one, uh, TED was released on October the 1st with no social medias. Of course, TED on Solana TED is built. Now, TED is not a meme coin that hasn't been around. TED is already built. TED is on the Solana blockchain. It's been there for roughly about 6 months. All-time high was $3 million. Now, as you see, when I first heard about the move pump, I wanted to put two of my best memes on there and see what would happen without me telling anyone, without me coming on doing videos saying this is nothing. I just wanted to sit it there. I attached all the social medias to it, and I wanted to see which one of the meme coins that the Sweep blockchain would accept. Which one would they adopt to? Which one would take on as TED? As I want to expand TED across different chains so we can get more eyes on it. I wanted to see which one they would choose. For about 26 days, people would gradually begin to buy. And I mean, they would buy. And as you can see, if you follow the chart here, a little bit of sell, but it was a constant buy. And this is not something that when I've launched on DGen where things would just shoot up and people would buy in a matter of 2 minutes and the thing was launched. This was a marathon. It was slow and steady. Okay. So these people that continuously bought. So now one of the things I began to see was that as people begin to see TED on Solana, see and hear more from AMAs, they begin to buy more. They begin to buy more. They begin to hold. And then all of a sudden we went to a $56,000 market cap. We went live. Actually, when TED went live, I was out. I was like, it's going to take probably another 3 to 4 weeks before so it can go live. But it went live like bam. So I was, scuffling around trying to get deck screeners up and all that stuff and everything. So now here's what happened. So now let's go through the current chart. Now, remember those people bought way back then. Now we're going to go through the current chart and I'm going to walk you through. And this is some processes what I understand with memes that you need to have in place, or you need to understand, because if you don't, you get it just doesn't work. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So now you had people on the other side that bought as they first came in. And of course, you get that shakeout, sellout. You get that first. Those are the people who are not in TED for the long haul. They're in it. They're going to make the quick dollars, a few $1,000s, because I looked at the whole thing. They made a few, like maybe 1,000. Some people may have made 500. And so they made their sales and they're gone. Boom. They have no investment. They're not looking at the big picture. They just want the instant small money now. Nothing wrong with that. That's their choice. Then you get it on deck screen. Of course, it takes time to get it on deck screen. Then you have the panic sellers. The people like, hey, there's nothing on deck screen. I don't see anything. What's going on? Boom, they sell. So now you see where it sits a few days right around in here, okay? This is where we start doing the AMAs. We start talking about it on the channel. We start letting people know what's the plan for TED. And now you start seeing people start saying, oh, now I understand. Now I see where we're going. And we start buying again. And then all of a sudden, you have a few sellout, because you still got people who are just like, hey, I'm just trying to make a few dollars here and I'm out. So you see what I'm saying? So now you see the pattern. So now right here, people are now starting to understand we're having spaces. We're holding, now you can stake it. There are ways to add liquidity and also get liquidity. It's so many things you can do on Move Pump that people are starting to understand. So now it's like, hey, I better get this now. Not only that, Move Pump has also created a platform which you can keep your token relevant to the blockchain. You can keep it relevant to everyone. I think it's amazing. And so now it's more relevant, and that comes, where you can keep it on that front page in front of people's eyes. So now you see another run up. Okay. And then as it begins to get here, of course, you don't have everybody in the meme coin is not a diamond hand holder. They're not the people that's going to hold forever. They're going to be people that once they make a few hundred, they're going to sell. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we can't get ahead with people like that. You can't become the number one meme coin on a blockchain with people who are thinking, I only want to make a few $100s. You got it? So as you see, every time there was a sale, there was a big buy, sell, another buy, sell. Then you had to sell, but then you had a bigger buy. And now the chart continuously goes up, continuously work. And then also people are starting to see other things you can do. Like you can buy the meme coin on Move Pump, and then you could actually move it into pools and farms where you can still earn AYP, annual yearly percentage on your meme coin while you're holding it. So it's just not sitting in your wallet there. And I'll explain, and I'll go into that. So now you can earn. So now it is also some incentive there to buy. And the second part of that is we understand our goal of moving the group, increasing the group. You know, step by step, phase by phase. What's phase number one? Just as you are a holder, you need to start increasing by inviting people to the space, inviting people to the AMAs, sharing the AMAs, liking the AMAs, commenting on the AMAs. You have to be able to do that. Now, here's the top wallets. You can see 14.5. That's mine. I continuously buy. It's been there like that from day one, and it's going to increase more. Because what we're doing as we begin to build, you have to build to get to that position. You have to build with solid holders. And when I say solid holders, I mean, these are holders that don't panic in time of trouble. They just don't panic. And what I've learned in the past, just as we begin to launch these things, is you have people who are in it saying, I'm thinking more long-term. And then you have people that are thinking, I'm trying to get the quick buck. Their movement, I've learned that it's a little bit different than people who are in the long term. The long term people understand it's a marathon. They don't panic. They put it in there, and they don't put their life saving, their DCA in. They're gradually getting in position. Every time it's a sell-off, that is an opportunity to get more. And especially, I'm trying to accumulate as much as I can because I know what the end goal is, and I know where we want to be. I know where I see it. And I see it as one of the top meme coins on the Sweet blockchain because it's there for the taking. You have Hippo, you have a few other, but it's brand new and it's not a lot of people there on the chain. The Move Pump is brand new. It's not so congested. So you have an opportunity to get the coins out in front of people, push it, and not only push it, but continuously push it. And it's taking effort. Okay, so we understand that, but also let me explain something else to you. And here's another, there is a method to the madness. There is a method to the madness. So I'm going to click on right here. And this is what I'm trying to show. Why I'm not going to try to show. This is why I understand when you have a vision for something and you've seen it and you know it works, a lot of times the vision is given to you. It's not for everybody to understand. It's just for the people who are truly want to be a part of it to come in. I've learned now if people panic like this or they kind of it's all it's saying is it's not for them. It's the peg. They're trying to fit a circle peg into a square pin. They're trying to fit that peg into a square shape, but it just doesn't fit. So they're trying to smooth it out. They're trying to do this, do that, so it'll fit. No, it just doesn't fit. There are a billion meme coins, but let me show you what's going on here. Okay, so remember I told you I released my two famous meme coins on the Sweet blockchain. Okay, and there was a reason, and I'm only going to talk about this one time. So if, like I said, they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. But there is a method to the madness. So let's look at it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So you got Looney and you got this bad boy right here. Okay. So let's go to Looney. All right. Now, Looney is also built. Okay. I did not want to, split the group and come on here and get people kind of. I wanted the people to make the decision. Okay. So when I first got on here, my intentions were okay. People chose Ted, and so we're gonna keep moving. I go back and I start looking at Looney, and here's what happens. And I'm hoping I can get this chart where y'all can actually see because I can walk you through it right now. All of a sudden, I start seeing people buying on the Looney coin. Some people understood they've already started boosting it, but they just started buying. Why? Because I didn't tell people about Ted. I didn't want to. I wanted to see it go by itself. I wanted to see it stand on its own. But Looney was sitting there, and I was like, okay, they don't want Looney, no problem. It was only at 9%. It wasn't nowhere near like what it is now. And you can see in the thread, people were talking, and this one comment speaks for it all. Let's see if we can get to it. Let's see here. And this is probably a classic comment right here. God, I want to get to that one comment. Boy, where is it? Oh, here it is at the top. Wallet 0796. Climbing with literally nothing being said, locked telegram, and no shilling. Climbing. Why? Okay, if you don't know, it's because there are people who understand that do follow me, that understand the background of everything. They know. Okay. So people just started buying. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute now. Like the second wallet has already accumulated another 1%. Like I'm looking at this thing in front of me. I'm like, holy cow. But people are buying it. And why are they buying it? Because they understand the same thing that's going on with Ted, it's going on with Looney. All right. But the panic was you got to, and here's the thing. This is where I understand that I'm not going to get in it because I've been there before. I know how that works when it starts. The panic. Oh my God, we don't have this. We got to do this. We got to do that. And you're rushing and you feel like, no. The reason being because their mindset is not long term. Their mindset is I need to make quick few $100s. That's what I need to make, and I need to be gone. So all that work you're doing, all that, I just need you to pump it for this period of time so I can grab my $1,000 and I'm out. Thank y'all for being my exit liquidity. That's what they want us to do. We're not doing that. It's gonna build, but it's gonna stand on its own. Everything else will be put into place. Okay. Not only that, it's increasing and there's a plan with all of this now. And and Looney is also on Solana, sitting there. Yep. And a lot of people that have sold, this is what happens because they don't understand or they don't see the bigger picture. Everything goes through a growth process. Everything goes through a peel back process. Everything goes through a very high, a very low, a very high. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Everything in the middle was the journey. All the ups and downs, it's just like life. All the ups and downs we go through, it's just like life. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we haven't been here not even for a full year yet. Neither. Not even a full year. But some of the journey may feel like it's a year, but it hasn't been. All right. We've increased more on the YouTube follows. We had some drop off, but then we had more come in. What are you doing? Old is leaving, new is coming in. Everything is just, it's just the house is built. It's just new people coming in the house and setting up. And that's what I see. And I do see that happening. They always say, some people say lightning can't strike twice. I say it can. And it's happening right before us. Defying the odds of what the people say, this is the book. Like some people have a book, right? And they say, according to this book, you have to do this. There are principles, yes. But trailblazers are people that do stuff and people say, I don't believe it. Like, I really don't believe this is happening. Not like this. I just don't understand. Thank you. I just don't understand how. Like, why? But it is. I can't explain to you this. I haven't met one person on this Looney move.plum. I haven't met one person. I don't know who they are, but it's something in their gut to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy, and they're continuously buying. Ted, they're continuously buying. Now, Ted, we have we have the vision, and we know where exactly we want to be, that top meme coin on the SWI blockchain. But not only that, this is it. These are the two most famous memes that's ever come out. And if you start looking into it and studying the depth, they're already built. Like, they are built. The house is built. They're just expanding. And there are other things that come with it. So now I'm developing. Well, I'll wait till that comes. Sometimes you just got to move in silence until it's time to say checkmate. All right, so let's look at some other things we can do here on the chain here. And so let's go over to the website, because we did upgrade the website here, and we're constantly doing that. My Teddy Crypto. And the Telegram group, it's the Telegram groups are good, but I know in the past sometimes the Telegram groups can be also detrimental. And so there are ways that we're going to expand it also by using our X Spaces, our AMAs, and our constant understanding that we have to remain positive. Zero tolerance for fudders. Zero tolerance whatsoever for fudders. We got to make sure we definitely understand that. But let's go ahead and look at the website here. Let's take a look at that. Man, I tell you, here we go again with this thing going. Boy, this right here is something, man. This web service here. Okay, so here's some updates to the website. As we talked about it, you can choose your path: buy on Solana, buy on SWI. We have both of them there. You can actually choose. You actually click on it, and you'll see what's what. Like, you can buy on the Solana blockchain. All of it directs right back here, and I'm seeing if that will come up. So once you get there, we also have it in. See, we share. You have the video there. You can choose on Solana. It breaks everything down. We have it in. We're getting it in all the other different languages. We do have it in a different language there, and so you can see how you can purchase it. You also get understanding of where it's going. I do have to be patient a bit because there's a lot more things we are adding to the site here. Let's see here, and then you can also go back and you can get it on SWI. And so once it comes here, let's see if we can get that one to come up too. All right. Here, they also speaks about how you can stake here. And it has the graph right here where you can see where you can buy, but you can join the pools. You can also earn more. I know I put in, I think I made $279 on my first stake. And so I just left it there. It's helped with the liquidity there. But it was just a little bit of sweet, and I matched it with my TED and left it in. Explains the OKX wallets, the swap, Blue Move, all that stuff is explained there on the site. Now let's jump over to the X Spaces, and so let's see here if we can pull that up. Let's see. On the X Spaces, we have picked up more followers there, and then again, of course, we need to add the other address with Sui. We still also have our Solana address here, but we're going to add that. We're going to just let people know it's on both blockchains there. But we held our first space. Here's the thing: if you're invested, you got to show up to the space, man. You got to show your face. You got to show up, because the more you get out, the more you share, the more you help the meme coin grow. Now, here's some of the things where I understand when people are in it for quick versus long term. When they're in it for like long term, you got to show up for stuff. You got to share it. It can't be just solely on one person. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying that you got to, like right now I'm going 7 a.m., 10 p.m., both. But it doesn't take anything just to hit the share button. Like just share it. If you invest in it, just share it. That's all you got to do. It doesn't take anything to hit the like button. I guarantee you, Fudders will leave comments. They're going to leave comments. They're going to follow. Listen, Fudders take all their time to follow. Think about it now. They waste more energy following to make sure they get a comment. But when you invest it, people just kind of sit back and say, I'll just wait. You gotta get involved. You got to get involved, people. You got to get involved. All right. So now, in case we're on the move pump, of course, we have those things right there. 4 shares. When you got like this many people following 1,089, that means either you got 1,000 people just following, where it's only 10% are really engaged. Then you got another half that maybe don't even like you, but they're still following, which I've never understood that. But those are some of the things you got to think about. But increasing the space is number one. That's the number one goal. Getting more people in the space, getting more people in the group, increasing that. That's number one. Number two, having the ability to be able to stay. Also, having the ability to be able to expand. Now, I know there are a lot of you that are saying, hey, start moving the Looney, start doing that. No, I'm working on TED on Solana, TED on Sui. We got game plan. Game plan is a whole different animal, okay? But the people have to make it live. The people have got to make it live before we start going off in there, because in that case, all I'm doing is just pumping it for somebody to sell it all off on that side of the chart. Nah, the people have got to work to show me that that's what they want, okay? And I can tell that by just what you do. Just look at the chart. I just look at the chart and see what's going on. That's it. All right. But TED is moving. We're going to get TED up again. We're going to continuously keep TED on the front page. I do hope on the deck screener that they'll provide us opportunity. Here's the different things with Sui and versus the deck screener, which I hope they can make some adjustment. In order to boost your coin on Sui, it may take you only $14. So, people are going to constantly keep doing that. They're making way more money. On the deck screen, it's $100 for a 25% boost. $100. So the amount of times you can boost it on Sui versus like you can come out almost $1,000 trying to get it just boosted on the deck screener. Just boost it there. All right. On Sui, the problem, the thing about it is that you can boost it for like $30. So it's not so taxing, especially if you're the only one that's doing it. And then for other people, not many people are going to be spending $3,000 to $4,000 to get the gold ticket. They're just not going to do it. Like, would you do it? Would you take $3,000 to give me a boost? Okay. On the Sweet blockchain, it's $2. Some of it's $3, $4. Would you do it? Yeah, because I've seen people do it. But and so we're getting different participation when people have to invest their money. We're getting different participation now, and that's what I'm seeing. And so it has to be across the board. I'm just letting you know that's on the back end of this thing. Now, when you constantly keep it boosted, you get more eyes on it. And not only that, they understand the wallets are doxed. They know what's going on. And so it's not a guessing game. It's just not. It's not a guessing game. So we got a good thing going here. We're gonna keep it going. Again, 7 a.m. And 10 a.m. on the spaces, Monday through Thursday. Now, Friday and Saturday now, y'all gonna give me a little bit of a break here. I'm not gonna do it like last night, 7 days a week, 20. Can't, it wears me out. It wears me out. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into it, but that's just a little update of what's going on. But you can see more. Of course, you can check out the website there. You can listen in on the space, what we talked about. Space makes it a lot easier. And then also, if you have some comments that you want to share within the community, as long as you respectfully come in, like, all right, we're just gonna block you, kick you out, right? Because there is a way to approach and talk. And so we're not gonna give futters any space, any room, any opportunity. We're just not gonna do it, because it not only hurts your investment, but sometimes it's motives behind that, and we're just not going to allow that. So if you come in like that, you're just going to get banned, man. I'm just going to tell you, moderators, everybody, just going to ban you. All right. So let me take a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to come back with my closing remarks. But we'll be right back after these messages.
Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that bell notification, as it helps the algorithm grow. And if you want to follow me on any other platforms, you can follow me by typing in Crypto Secret X. Now, let's talk crypto.
It's a meme coin, it's different way. It's a different vision, get ready to hear the game. Plan to see why you should buy today. The $1 billion coin is still early to make a play. She waiting for the DIP. What? You about to miss your big payday. It's the game.
All right, I'm back, and of course, you saw the commercial there on Game Plan. Some of you may not understand or know about Game Plan, but if you've been here long enough, you know that Game Plan is a meme coin created and designed to help youth athletes in rural areas, but various areas when it comes to helping buying equipment, providing opportunities. So it is brand new. You can check out Game Plan on the Twitter page, where we've done various activities with youth in the area and also begin to expand. So Game Plan, when you purchase Game Plan, you are actually donating to helping youth athletics, sports, and helping the youth around. Now, we're also getting where we're teaching them about investing. We're teaching them about meme coin art. We're also teaching them about Bitcoin. We're also telling the parents so they know about it. So it has been a developing process. But Game Plan, currently we have constant burns. We've already burned over 300 some million tokens of Game Plan, and the goal is to burn down to 77 million. And so that's the plan we have with Game Plan. So that's it. Again, I kind of got a little mastering down where these things ain't going out 3 hours. And so I do want to leave you with these closing remarks, but I do have one more commercial I want to bring to you before that. So we come to the end of the show, and this is where I just want to talk to you. Investing in cryptocurrency is a risky thing to do. It's risky. There is a chance you could lose all your money. As they always say, meme coins will eventually go to zero. But I want to preface that same remark with this, is that we understand that nothing lasts forever. But forever is within the time span of which something exists. We exist for a period of time. We have our heydays, our glory days. We have our days in the sun. We have our days where we first come on the earth. And through that beginning and that end, there is a dash. And that dash is your journey. Just like we see with our investments, it is a journey. It is a marathon. It is not something that happens overnight. It is a process. It is a process in which you go through life, in which you have to make decisions on each path you have to take along the way. And there are so many ways and choices we have to make. Some of the choices we make will not be popular to everyone. But if we don't learn to listen and hear that voice inside along the way, even when people are giving us advice, there is a voice that lets us know whether that advice is good or whether that advice is bad. There's also a voice that tells us whether we need to connect or whether we need to disconnect. There are a lot of times we don't listen, we ignore that voice, and we move forward. There are a lot of times we hear go left and we go right. There are a lot of times we hear stop and we go. There's a lot of times we hear go and we stop. There's a lot of times that we look at the journey ahead and say it's too hard, and we fall back just when we're that close to the reward. It is perseverance, and it is also the ability to withstand the weight that is put upon you along your journey. The weight that is put upon you is not meant to stop you, but it is also meant to help strengthen you along the way. Like a marathon runner, as they're running 26 miles. Along the way, they're given a cup of water to help sustain their energy as they continuously run. Though it's hard, they have to pause for some type of re-energizing. It looks sometimes like they will not make it because their body begins to shrivel down because of all the heat, the exhaustion. It causes us to sometimes stumble along the way. But it's not about, like I said earlier, how you start, but it's how you finish. And the journey along the way is just a test of whether you were worthy enough to be able to complete it. Many times, some of us don't complete it because we give up too soon. Or many times, some of us don't complete it because we experience failure. And because of the failure, we stop. Many times, some of us don't complete it because we lack that intestinal fortitude to push through, even with the crowd seeing. We try to hide our failures. We try to make up so we don't look like. But it's your failures that attract people to you. It's not your success. Your failures make you human. Your ability to bounce back is your testimony. So as you begin to walk your journey of investment, look at it as a process. Don't overextend. You're not trying to keep up with the Joneses, but you have a goal in mind. And along that goal, you're going to have to be able to endure. Endurance, perseverance, and the will to just not quit are the people that win in the end. Or they can say this one thing: I gave it everything I got, and I have no regrets. None. I knew what the end result was because I finished my course. Never said I wasn't perfect along the course, but I finished it. There were times I quit, but at that time when I was going to give it all up, I got right back on the horse and kept going. There were times when it would hurt, but I kept going. So now the reward is so much sweeter. It's the dash in the middle. So we begin our journey. As we begin to expand TED, as the vision begins to unfold, everyone is not meant to see the end result or the vision. Why? Because they weren't given your vision. You was. And when you follow out your true vision, then you will attract the true people that need to be there. It is only when you try to deviate to please the crowd that you attract the people who have no intentions on helping you along the way. Choices and decisions you make will meet turmoil, will meet opposition. But if you truly have the right heart, you will prevail in the end. Not saying it won't be hard, but you will prevail in the end. Life. It's a good thing. It's a tough thing, but we only got one. It's like I always tell you, you'll never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris with Crypto Secret X. I'm out.
Step into the next, can you feel me? $1 million dreams, a place you gotta stay to the X and feel the light. Step into the X and change your whole side. A born leader, shaped from the trials of hell.